nothing new as entirely expected. Okay, let's start off with some randomies as a quick warm-up. Ooh, there's a charger. Okay. We got fog. Oh, goody. Better have a wiper. Get out of here. Trying to spot those goalies right next to the basket. You need it. The egg feeling is. Jeez, feel like going everywhere. Shit, Oof. Dang, good splat on tots at the last second. Dang. Woof. Kirby, how goes it? Been busy with work lately. It's cool. Yes, the Viper. I mean, you're not really missing much. We've had a big run on this stage already, so. I've already got the gold on it as well, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to go like all out. Get rid of it anyway. Graduated college? Hey, congrats! Congratulations. Or like that one Adrian episode. Congratulations. Drop those eggs, pal. You're welcome. Going. Yikes! Okay, we're good. Boy, not bad. Dynamo roller. Oh boy. The only thing good about this one is it can one-shot the Cohawks. Speaking of Cohawks, that's a fun combo to do, though. Splat bomb followed into a freaking swing. Didn't want to hit the freaking. Wow, thank you, Splat Bomb. That's where Splat Bombs go everywhere but you want them to go. Jeez. The Splat Bomb physics in Salmon Run are just... they're clearly not fine-tuned. Whoever's got that X-Washer, you're on Flyfish Patrol. When would be a good time to use this weird flyer? I'm not sure. Guess right now. Clear the way. Nice. Uh-oh, triumvirate. Let's see what we got. Luffy, how's it going? Welcome. How you doing? What is this weapon comp? A weapon comp that only Nintendo can conjure up. That's what. Jeez. Ooh, that ain't good. Where is... ah, dang it. We really want to take out the flying one first. No idea what that was. Where's Flaggy Flaggy? Ouroboros is down. Kozuna down. Can we take out this guy? I don't think we can. Dang it. Oh well. You playing on Switch too? No, on my OLED. 24 bronze. Dang. That was a nice waste of 100 seconds. And that's the thing, like, you get triple the scales. Oh, but you don't exactly get better odds at getting more rare scales, so the triple scales are kind of useless. Okay, so if there's anyone in chat who would like to join me, feel free to do so. Yay. Oops. Actually, until we get a little more people, I'm gonna go random again. I want to make sure I get those 5 shifts in. yeah, happy Father's Day, by the way, everybody. Ding ding. Normally Father's Day falls on like the 3rd Sunday, but for some reason this year it falls on the 2nd. I guess somebody needs to learn how to count. Starting off with Rizgo Charger, yet again. No need to paint in the cycle. Oh, but kaboom. Get out of here. Get out of here. Low tide on this one is surprisingly rough. Nope, that's mine. Thank you, Splat Bomb. All the more reason why Splat Bomb should only be 50% of your ink instead of 70. Dang it. Trying to get that one toss in the last second. Yeah, that weapon selection was kind of bad. That selection of weapon was pretty bleh. Let's go one more. Let me just check here. So, yeah. Fleshies, welcome. How goes it? Yep, it is indeed Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone currently here. Hope y'all have a fun, safe, and exciting one. Okay, after this shift, I'm gonna go ahead and open up a lobby. So anyone currently watching who would like to join me, feel free to do so. What plans do I have? Probably just gonna go out to dinner with a fam, probably. I'd rather have the life of typical. 1st June in Switzerland. Ooh, really? Because typically for where I'm from, it's usually the 3rd Thursday of every June, but for some reason it falls on the 2nd. Wow. Someone needs to learn how to count. Let me guess. My Splat Bomb decided to roll out like it's made of bouncing rubber round balls. Whoever's got the blaster. else is new, yeah. Jeez. It was the Queen of Switzerland. A queen, you say? Well, wait a second. They don't have a queen. Oh, goody. Undercover Gorilla. Yay. Rather have the Grizz Ghost Splatoon. What do you want me to do about these Gohawks? I have one of the worst weapons for Salmon Run. I have Tri-Strike though, but I'm not sure. Just one. What a lightweight. Okay, these freaking big shots gotta go, and because I'm trying to take out the big shots, of course I would have a Moz trying to catch me. That's just typical Salmon Run nonsense right there. Get out of here. Yoink. Jeez Louise. See, they still haven't fixed the knockback to how it should be. Yeah, that guy knows what's up. Get out of here. Yep. Mason, how goes it? Welcome. Family's getting a hamburger to go to a campsite. Oh, nice. Hope that goes well. Whew. Tri-Slosher. What did I have? The Grizz Ghost Splatoon. No. This game lacks proper physics and hitboxes. Get out of here. Oh boy. Yikes! Nope. Look alike? Why? Thank you. Much appreciated. If you'd like to join, as soon as this shift is over, you can do so. I'll be making a lobby. That's not good, that's not good, that's good. That's the opposite of good. I request some assistance. Okay, whoever's got that X-Flusher, you're on... You should be on Flyfish duty. You're on Flyfish patrol. Okay, fine, I'll do it then. Jeez. Problem solved. Cabin. Woof. Dang. That was pretty rough. Jeez. Load time on this map is pretty tough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open up a lobby now. Gonna make a pool. Gonna be called Run. $9,008. Full name. Run. Okay, password. Let me go ahead and pin that to the top of the chat real quick. And we good. Skipper has arrived. So I'm only going to be doing like 2 more shifts of this real quick. But then I'm going to showcase all the Ember's weapons, given how I showcased all the Barazushi weapons yesterday. Okay, there's room for 2 more players. Anyone willing to join, feel free to do so. Undertale Spillway. I'm going to send a few more invites out real quick. And as soon as they recharge, I'll do another one. Doesn't look like we'll be getting another Triumph buy rate unless we maybe get a random or someone in here who's got the meter full. And hopefully we can make it to the max prize as well. Bleep. Okay. One more invite after this one, then I'm gonna go ahead and ready up. Yay! Too bad they didn't introduce new glop suits and slap suits during the update. Are we going to get more table turf battle cards for the new weapons now, or no? Okay, one more invite, then I'm going to go ahead and get started. As soon as that regenerates, I'm going to go ahead and ready up. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go. Gonna be me, Skipper, with 2 randoms. Hopefully we can get one more Triumph buy rate. Came pretty close, the one at the start of the stream, actually. Too bad the... what's it called? Ouroboros? Too bad its explosion when you blow up its attack doesn't damage nearby the other 2 kings. Unless it does, and I just don't know. Octobrush. Rather have the wiper. The weapon comp doesn't look that bad, though. It looks alright. Starting off with the big shot. Ah, man. Ouch. Excuse me. Another one. Eat it. I'm gonna have to use these trash strikes wisely. Again, it also would have been nice if Nintendo give us 3 specials to use for I guess specifically for Big Run, I mistimed the heck out of that. That's okay, because there's another one. Drop those eggs. I gotcha. Come on, do it again. Pretty solid start. Yes, the Viper. I always like to start in this area for some reason. Boom. I saw the big shot cannon. The thing that's really nice about the Viper's horizontal hitbox is it can hit multiple professors at once. Yikes! I'm surprised it didn't pull me in. I'm going to get slaughterized. Jeez, I thought I died for a second, because normally that thing pulls you in like a freaking vacuum cleaner. And the nice thing about the vertical slash of this thing is it hits multiple of those pots at once. Get out of here. Yes, gotcha. The damage on this is really freaking good. Splattershot Jr. I'd rather have that Shriteringer. I heard a fish stick somewhere. There it is. Takes two hits to splat these lessers. And it's gone. Bonk. This guy doesn't know where to go. Yeah, I only got rid of two of them, so make another one show up, why don't you? That didn't take out this guy? Jeez. Out of here. Yank. Jeez, very solid run. Kind of helps we actually kind of got some pretty good weapons all 3 rounds. 104. Not bad. Okay, the next shift will be the last one for this big run. Then I'm gonna go ahead and showcase the embers weapons. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave so I can send out some invites. Then we shall get started once again. There's room for two. Room for two more, so feel free to join if you are currently watching. The pool name and the password are pinned to the top of the chat. Because this next shift will be the last one I do for this big run. We're gonna make a Pepto-Bismol stick. There we go. Gonna send a few more invites, then I'm gonna go ahead and ready up. Wonder if anyone's tried making ice cream out of Pepto-Bismol before. Jeez, what would that even taste like? I don't even know. You want your sweet treats and some medication at the same time? Probably a bad idea, but... Oh, wait a second. That actually does sound a little... That does sound a bit familiar, actually, now that I think about it. I think I have seen someone do that before. What? Time to wall jump. Okay, last invite, and then I'll ready up as soon as it refreshes. Wonder why they decided to make the Splattershot Junior transparent. Kind of cool how you can see the tube that launches the ink, though. Okay, let's go. Makes it look even more water gun-esque. Okay, maybe we'll get a triumvirate. Maybe we won't. Guess we'll see. Skipper telling me how he defeated Dr. Blowhole. Pretty decent weapon selection. I'd rather have one of the stringers, though. Probably the well string. Oh, goody. Bonk. Right back at you. Ah, another one shows up. What else is new? Okay, I've got the inkjet, so I can take him out, but... Oh no, we'll leave it to the Crap tank. Bonk. Kaboom. Excuse me. But you're in my way. Ouch. 32, good start. Slushing machine. Alrighty. I'd rather have the decapitator. Uh-oh. Big shot. Big shot. Gone. Only for there to spawn another. If you hit indirectly with the sloshing machine, actually, you can hit multiple lasers at once. With its really big hitbox. Like so. See ya. Nice. One more wave. Let's go. Maybe try and buy raid as well. Oh, goody. Undercover. Rella. Yick. Uh-oh, what is it gonna be? Mothership? Ah. Easy win. We got this. Again, it really would be nice if Nintendo gave us 3 specials specifically for big runs. That would help out a lot with the try and buy rate as well. Not sure why Nintendo's too simple-minded as to not give us 3. Oh, it's always been 2. Shut up. Yeah, and guess what? We're fighting 3 bosses at once, so give us 3 specials. It's basic math. Telling me you failed that, Nintendo? Bleep. Dang, why is this thing so weak? At least it's somewhat ink efficient. Here it being somewhat. Thing. Remember at the start of Splatoon 3's life cycle? When you use something like, when you use the inkjet, they would actually camp the inkjet spot. Dang, no try and buy it. Bleh. 108. Solid. Oh well, that's gonna do it for me for Big Run. Again, don't really have the motivation to stream this for too long. Now I just want to showcase the Ember's weapons. Yoink. Okay. I'm good. I know there's enough time for one more shift, but I wanted to make it an even 10 shifts. Yeah, I'm kind of funny that way. Don't forget to grab your prizes. Let's see what we got. Nice. Nice one for chunks. One for chunks. Yeah, I'll keep the one I got now. Chunks. One for chunks. Ooh, I actually need those. Nice. Swap for chunks and swap for chunks. Did they by any chance add any more? No. Dang, that sucks. Okay, well. Time to showcase the new weapons. At least the second half of them. The remaining new weapons. I did Barazushi yesterday, so I'm doing Embers today. Or whatever it is you are doing. Alright, so starting us off with the Gleams Blaster. Squid beacons on a blaster. Not entirely sure what they were going for with that. Again, this particular blaster is like the more well-rounded one, so I guess it could do well as an aggressive blaster, but there's better options for that. So I'm not too sure about the whole... I'm not sure about squid beacons. As for Crab Tank, yeah, I guess it synergizes well with the long-range attack that it has. Hence explosive radius. So I guess that's the reason they give it Crab Tank, just so that it has a longer range attack similar to its main attack. Not entirely sure though. The weapon itself just looks super cool though. Yahoo! Okay, next up. Comet's Octobrush. Not sure what's Comet like about it. It's an Octobrush. But dang, does it look wild. Those look like Christmas lights. So now we have, it's a combination of, I think it was the vanilla Octobrush from Splatoon 2? And I can't remember if the vanilla one in Splatoon 1 had the Kraken or if it was the alternate kit. But it's pretty much a combination of the two kits from Splatoon 1 and 2. Which, to me, is okay, but at the same time, makes it lack variety. But it's an okay, it's an okay kit overall. It's pretty darn solid. Now for what is probably my favorite of the new weapons, Glamour's Splatter Shot. Because, I mean, not only does this weapon look freaking cool, but finally we get the burst bombs on a Splatter Shot. Jeez Louise. As for Kraken Royale, I mean, it's a good special, but it's kind of cheesy. Completely invincible special in a game with HP based specials. Yeah, kind of cheesy. I would have preferred to be triple splashdown. That way it can be a direct reference to Splatoon 2's vanilla splatter shot. But hey, I ain't complaining. This is probably my favorite of the new weapons. It would be the two weapons that I typically main if Nintendo didn't give them absolute trash kits. Which we are getting into now. The Bulbs Tri-Stringer. Right off the gate. Angle shooter. Why? Yeah, I suppose it has some combo synergy with the main attack, but like, who's going to be trying to do that in like an actual match when it travels completely straight and needs to hit directly? Seriously, if I would have preferred point sensor overall. As for Inkjet, yeah. That special is only good if you kind of know how to use it, which I kind of know how to use it, but it's really not one of my favorites. So, in my opinion, the Inkline Stringer is still the better one. Yeah, Nintendo made sure to give the 3 Tri-Stringers like the 3 worst sub-weapons in the entire game. Why? I don't know, maybe out of spite because it's a fan-made weapon and, you know, they did it out of spite as a result. I don't freaking know. The only thing cool about this weapon is the way it looks. I mean, just look at the way this thing looks. It's so freaking cool. Almost like you're holding a rainbow. In fact, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of the rainbow extreme gear from Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. A lot of the Ember's weapons kind of reminds me of a lot of gears from Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, especially the splatter shot with the 3 rings in front of it. Kind of reminds me of that one, what's it called, like Omnipotence or something like that. Yeah. Okay, next up, Twinkle's Splatdooley. So, pretty cool looking overall. Not too bad. Fizzy Bomb's already a solid sub weapon. Made even more so with a Splatdooley because you can use it to ink a trail and then just swim through it. So this just gives it even more mobility, which is nice. As for Big Bubbler though, I guess it's okay. I mean, I guess you can like quickly roll in and activate it because unlike other specials, this one can be activated almost immediately. So you can roll in and activate it. So I guess that's some pretty good synergy right there. So overall, a pretty solid package. Pretty solid weapon. Pretty solid package overall. Not too bad. Okay, what's next? Hooves Dually Squelchers. The Dually Squelchers finally get a 3rd kit. And they give it a very mediocre one at best. It doesn't help that it has frickin'... I mean, point sensors, those were in the vanilla kit for Splatoon 2, I think. And they were on one of the kits in Splatoon 1, even though they weren't dualies, they were just an actual weapon. But the biggest problem here is it has the special that was clearly not greenlit. Cool. I guess that a longer range of these weapons can kind of help it. The zebra aesthetic is actually kind of nice too. That comes from an Ember's weapon, and not a Barazushi one. But overall, I guess it's okay. This is definitely more a team support option. But for a 3rd kit, it's kind of underwhelming. And we go from one point sensor weapon to another with the Stars Dynamo Roller. Because variety doesn't exist in this game, apparently. Not sure what's so starry about it when it doesn't really have anything you know, anything that kind of shines out like a star. It's got point sensor, which is okay, I guess, but then it's got killer fail. So, nothing star-like about this weapon. If anything, it looks more like the tempered dynamo roller from Splatoon 1, which is nice. It's kind of got that, like, shiny metallic look to it. And yet, we still don't have a slasher with Killer Whale 5.1, like on the Table Turf Battle cards. And now here we have one of the stupidest kits that there is, and I say that because why Nintendo thought it was necessary to give an arrow spray the screen when the screen is already an extremely stupid special weapon that can like nauseate other players. I don't know, maybe Nintendo wants to harm their player base. I don't freaking know. Maybe this is just a middle finger saying, there, we gave you 3rd kits now. Middle finger. That's probably what this is. And it's got burst bombs to boot, so this is going to be getting that freaking color screen very quickly. I don't know, maybe Nintendo just wants to harm their player base. I don't freaking know. Jeez. But yeah, really dumb. Weapon looks cool, but no reason it should have the screen. Okay, what's next? Glitter is L3 Nozzle Nose. Doesn't look very glittery. But now we have the L3 with the inkjet, which is nice. But because Birthstone's already on the I think the vanilla kit. It's either the vanilla kit or the ultimate. Can't really remember. We gave this one splat bombs. So this is the Tenatech kit from Splatoon 2. Meanwhile, the Tenatech kit in this game is the Wasabi shop from Splatoon 1. And the vanilla kit is the Tenatech kit from Splatoon 1. Woo, variety. Doesn't exist in this game, apparently. Okay, Horns Dread Ringer. I'm surprised we didn't get a 3rd kit for the Slosher, actually. Instead of going for the Tri-Slosher and the Dread Ringer. You're gonna not give the vanilla Slosher a 3rd kit? Jeez. Best game on Switch 1, in my opinion? That's a tough question. There's a lot of games I really enjoy on the Switch 1. I like Smash Brothers for one. I really like Splatoon 2. Way better than Splatoon 3. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, absolutely solid. Miitopia is a freaking phenomenal game. There's too many to choose from. I don't really have a particular favorite, one that I think is overall the best. Now, something you can do with trailing bombs in this is pair it with the explosive ordnance. Just gotta get the distance down, right? That just hit it. Cool. Okay, so overall, pretty solid kit. Pretty solid Dread Ringer kit. What do we got now? Planets Big Swing Roller. Planets, you say? I guess because its hitbox is the size of a planet, but it doesn't do much damage. Jeez. Okay, so we've got the combination of Torp, which is actually really good because it combos into the swing, like so. Just like on the Vanilla Wiper. So if you're familiar with the Vanilla Wiper, then this weapon might be up your alley, but Rollers and Wipers are completely different weapons. So I still prefer the Wipers. And it's got triple splashdown, so pretty solid package overall. This thing is going to be an ink machine. Not Bendy in the ink machine, but just an ink machine. Okay, what's next? Stickers Platana Stamper. because it's freaking got a bunch of holo stickers on it. And of course, Nintendo would give this weapon a very solid kit as compared to the Wiper, because obviously Nintendo favoritism is 100% factually a thing that exists in this game. Auto Bombs and Booyah Bomb. If this was the kit for the new Wiper that we got, then holy cow, dude. The only thing I wouldn't like about it is the appearance. I prefer the Empress looks. Beep. And Booyah Bomb. Yoink. Yay. Okay, next up. I think there's only like 2 or 3 more left. Maybe 4, I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Claws. 0.96 gal. Again, this falls more along the lines of the freaking Barazushi designs. It's got leopard print, and the Dual Squelchers had zebra print, so this is more along the lines of the Barazushis. I don't know, maybe Nintendo got the names mixed up. Wouldn't be surprised. But overall, it's a pretty mid package. Not that good. However, I think this can combo. Yeah, because this weapon really needed that, right, Nintendo? Jeez. And then it's got Tacticooler. The crutch special of the game. Again, the only time I really like Tacticooler is when it's on the NZAP, because the run speed up really makes the weapon really fun to use. Yeah, because... Oh, wow. Ricochet. Holy shoot. Okay. Next weapon. We've got the Torrents Hydro Splatling. A reference to Splatoon 1's alternate Splatling kit. I think it's the alternate one anyway. It's got Big Bubbler. Now, the thing about Big Bubbler on a Hydra in this game actually seems kind of OP. Like, it's already got long range, high damage, fast fire rate, good inking. Does it really need a Big Bubbler? I don't know, man. That sounds kind of busted. I mean, it kind of fits in to the role the weapon is supposed to have. Like, it's a long-range support weapon, so it kind of helps it out with that, given how slow it is. So I guess, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of. I feel like that combination's a bit busted. It's a bit uppy. Okay, what do we got? Patterns Undercover Umbrella. Can't really see the patterns unless you're actually facing the umbrella, so I'm not sure what the point of that is, Nintendo. But it's cool looking, regardless. Okay, and it's got Curling Bombs and Killer Fail. Oh wow, that actually got a kit. Killer Whale 5.1. Cool. So, overall, that's a pretty solid kit. Especially Killer Whale combined with the umbrella's main attack with the canopy up. That's actually not too bad. That's actually pretty solid. And that would appear to be it for all the new weapons. Okay, so I went ahead and actually saved up all of my Sheldon's licenses because I was one of the few players that actually held out hope that they would bring third kits to the game, and lo and behold, here they are. So all those pessimists who said they weren't gonna get any new weapons, they have to grind for all the Sheldon's licenses now. Okay, so I have not used any of these weapons in an actual match yet, so jeez, and how many are there? 30 new kits in total? Jeez Louise. Let me just go ahead and purchase them all real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and showcase a little more of Urchin Underpass just for fun. Yep. Horns. Again, this one falls along the lines of the Bear Sushi stuff. So I guess I just got the names mixed up for 3 of these weapons. Wouldn't surprise me. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Collect all the weapons I offer in my shop. Congratulations, fellow artillery enthusiast. You said that the last time I purchased all the weapons. Yeah, there was 30 in total. Holy cow. If you've also collected a few extra Sheldon licenses, you can do it at the shop machine in the lobby. Yes, I'm aware. Now, I wonder if Nintendo will add even more third kits later, because I think them giving them a third kit to the Tri-Slosher and the Dredgeringer, but not the Vanilla Slosher, is kind of silly. So, they might actually end up giving us third kits again in later. It's possible. Yep. After all, they gave a third kit to the Stringers and Wipers, except the Decapitators and Wellsprings. So, again, it's entirely possible we'll be getting even more third kits later. So be sure to save up those Shelton's licenses. We shouldn't have any trouble getting more Shelton's licenses with all the new weapons we just collected. Okay, but before I get off, I'm going to go ahead and recon Urchin Underpass again real quick. Just to see if there's anything else I may have missed the first time. Goo! Again, getting rid of the ramps was stupid, and making only one wall in particular inkable to get back up here was also kind of stupid. But other than that, those are like the only 2 complaints I have about this map that they brought back. But I'm kind of surprised they kept the flanking routes. Normally when they bring back actual good maps with actual good layouts, they get rid of the flanking routes. But no, they actually have them. So that's good. And the walls that you don't need to ink for any reason other than the fact that it's supposed to be a Splatoon thing. Yeah, so overall, this map is the best map in the game now by far because it's an actual Splatoon map and not a Tetris piece. It's got literally got the world building of a Splatoon map, the background of a Splatoon map, the layout of a Splatoon map, and the feel of a Splatoon map. So, it's a Splatoon map. Let's see if there's anything I may have missed first time around. Dang, the background is gorgeous. We're right underneath the highway, so that is freaking cool. Now all they gotta do is bring back the reef. And we'll have the fan favorite from Splatoon 1 and 2. But dang, I wanna see them bring back Starfish Main Stage. That's a personal favorite of mine. Let's see, the background here looks like the background that you would see at Flounder Heights. So I wonder if Flounder Heights is back there somewhere. You got the mountains and the power lines and everything, so... let's take a look. Any Easter eggs? Nothing too much? No. Dang. Okay, so that looks like it's pretty much about it for this map. Again, if they could just bring the reef back, we'd have the 2 fanfares from both games. But I want to see Starfish Main stage return, man. That is a personal favorite of mine. Okay. Anywho's. Hey, birdies. Is the big green tower anywhere to be seen? It would be nice if Nintendo just made a lobby where it's only this map. I could play on this map literally every match and not get tired of it because it's an actual freaking fun, good map. Then again, I'm not sure. But dang, the background is gorgeous. Look at that highway. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream right here. Oops. Nope. Shut up. Thank you. Okay, so let me think. So next weekend I'm gonna go ahead and finish up Sonic Superstars, which should only take another 2 more streams. I'm not sure how many more zones there are. I think there might be a total of 10. And given how I've already collected all the Chaos Emeralds, I'm going to begin the true ending here soon. So yeah. Next weekend I'll be wrapping up Sonic Superstars, and then the weekend after that, I am not sure what I'll be doing. Guess we'll see. But yeah, other than that, I'm calling it a stream right here. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you all had fun. I'll see you next weekend, where I'll be finishing up Sonic Superstars. Hope y'all enjoyed Big Run. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope y'all had fun. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, have a good one, everybody. Take care.